I asked Mr. Atong Ang to peacefully surrender na lang. We have several ongoing ngayon ng manhunt. There are several properties niya po in Metro Manila as well as in Region 4A na ongoing yung ng tauhan namin. So it will be continuing, but I can ask Mr. Atong Ang because there is already a warrant of arrest naman, and he has participated peacefully doon sa conduct of the investigation with the Department of Justice. He may just face peacefully. So I ask also, kasi yung ibang areas dito, mga private subdivisions and houses na may mga tao, apparently there are lawyers doon sa mga bahay na yun. We will be serving the warrant of arrest. It is a lawful order coming from the court. Mga security guard po sa subdivision and doon sa bahay, anybody who will prevent us, we will be arresting you for obstruction of justice because there is a warrant of arrest and we will enforce it. Anybody who is on the way, arrestuin po namin.
Alam mo, hindi rin, it will not hold water eh. It will not hold water. Kaya ang gusto natin, mas matibay lang ang basihan. Yan, nagkaroon ako ng case conference a week ago about that. Eh. Sabi ko nga, I need more information to tie up. Kasi nga, kahit na nandito na ako, I've nurtured that case from the very beginning. Kasi nga, walang gustong gumalaw niyan eh. Walang gusto talaga. I mean, nung nangyari ito, April 2021 ba? So, April 2021 to January 2022. Walang gumalaw niyan sa gobyerno na yun. In the Duterte government, nothing happened. And the Senate investigations were not very, very comprehensive, if you think about it. No? So, it was really difficult to start. Very difficult to start. But we just kept plodding on. Yun ang storya niyang Sabongero case. Never give up. Especially, what is at stake here is public interest. Pwedeng nagsettle yung ibang pamilya na bigyan ng pera. Pero, the principle of parens patriae, the state has parang parental authority yan. Parang inaalagaan mo taong bayan. Kaya, the state takes a special interest in this. It's not just a private case. It is a case of public interest, extreme public interest. Kaya tinuloy-tuloy namin ang pag-iimbestiga. Kasi kahit masettle lahat yan, tanda natin ang Estado dapat hindi nagpapasettle. Kasi public interest case yan.
Right. Ted, first, we want to get your reaction with the recent turn of events with regard to the missing Sabongeros case. What do you make out of the manhunt against Charlie Atong Ang?
First of all, the family expressed their positivity with regards to the issuance of the warrant of arrest. But of course, we're reserved. No? There's a feeling of reservation because we still haven't gotten Mr. Atong Ang as of this moment.
Mm-hmm. And how confident are you, Ted, na kaya ng gobyerno to arrest Charlie Atong Ang given that former Ako Bicol Party List Congressman Zaldico, former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque, and even former Bucor Chief Gerald Bantag remains at large despite them also facing cases in Philippine courts?
Well, we're hopeful na mauhuli siya, but syempre may konting doubts do sa ability ng ating law enforcement agencies. Kagaya nga ng sinabi ninyo, maraming experiences na nahihirapan yung ating gobyerno na pasukuin or arestuhin tong mga taong involved sa malalaking corruption issues or sa criminal cases. And we're just hoping na maging madali, mapabilis itong prosesong ito.
Mm-hmm. And Ted, you think yung 10 milyong piso, the 10 million peso reward, would that be a big help in terms of locating Atong Ang, considering na, as mentioned in our earlier report, Atong Ang's pockets are very deep and his resources are very vast?
Well, this is a sign na serious yung gobyerno, no? Na serious yung ating pamahalaan na mapanagot or mapasagot itong si Atong Ang sa mga kasong ito na in-elevate na nga na maging case by the people of the Philippines, no? At tung reward money na ito isang significant manifestation ng kanilang eagerness na mapasagot to si Atong Ang.
That's a glimmer of hope for the victims or the families of the victims. Speaking of them, how are they doing so far? What are they making out of these recent developments? Ano yung mga saloobin nila na na-share sa inyo at ano yung balak gawin ng grupo sa mga susunod na araw?
Well, today they're going to hold a press con at 11 a.m. and they are very happy na for the longest time, ito na yung pinakamalaking hakbang na nangyari sa kasong ito. In spite of the 5 years na paghihintay, paghahanap nung pag-usad, no, dito sa kasong ito. And imagine, 8 chief PNP yung pinagdaanan nila, o lagpas 8 chief PNP yung pinagdaanan nila, and this is the farthest that they've gotten dito sa paghahanap ng justice.
Give us a teaser kung tungkol saan yung magiging press conference earlier. What are they expected to discuss?
Well, una yung pagpapasalamat na nabigyan na-releasean na ng arrest warrant si Charlie Atong Ang. Pangalawa, yung panawagan na proteksyonan panangusto sila Dondon Patidongan, yung ating witnesses, kasama yung mga kapatid niya. Pangatlo, yung panawagan na sumuko na si Charlie Atong Ang, no, para na masimulan tong kasong ito, pagdinig ng kasong ito.
Alright, Ted, last year nagkaroon ng malawakang paghahanap doon sa mga bangkay na di umano nilagay o who were allegedly submerged sa Taal Lake. Kamusta na yung paghahanap? I understand na wala pang significant breakthrough in that aspect. How are the families handling this kind of seeming hopelessness in terms of finding the remains of their loved ones?
Well, maraming challenges talaga doon sa paghahanap ng remains. As far as we've gotten, yung mga nakuwang remains sa Taal, ang napatunayan pa lang may mga human remains. Ang ina-expect kasi namin yung degradation ng DNA doon sa remains na yan para ma-validate doon sa family members. Kaya inaasahan namin sana yung government natin may padala to sa mas capable na mga agencies abroad para ma-determine kung meron ngang similarities do sa DNA with the family members. So yun yung iniintay namin, except that alam natin nag-alboroto din yung Taal. We're into the in-expand kasi yung paghahanap sa Taal Lake. Naging 6 months yan, alam ko eh. Hindi ko alam kung tinapos na nila, pero yun nga, yung challenge dyan palagi yung weather, yung condition ng Taal Volcano, then yung DNA, makarecover ng enough DNA do sa remains para ma-validate with the family members.
First, Ted, how did the government respond to your request na ipadala nila overseas for more capable testing?
Well, hindi kami nag-request. Ina-expect namin na gawin nila ito on their own. Kasi nga, kung gusto nila, no? Kung gusto nila ng mas matibay na ebidensya laban doon sa mga akusado and makorroborate yung testimonya ni Mr. Dondon Patidongan, they should have gotten this done already dahil ginagawa naman to sa pagkakaalam namin doon sa iba pang mga kaso. So, as of now, wala kaming update kung naipadala na to doon sa mas mga technically capable na institutions abroad.
What's stopping you from actually filing a formal request given na medyo mabagal nga yung pag-usad ng investigations with regard to the remains that were found doon sa Taal Lake?
Well, we intimated it to the authorities na already that na medyo natatagalan na yung kaso, no? And this could really help do sa pagpapabilis nung resolution nitong case. So formally yung mga family members kasi yung nakikipag-usap na do sa DOJ with regards to that.
Okay, Ted, so far, what's keeping the missing Sabongeros network busy? I understand na syempre hindi lang kayo naghihintay while the authorities try to look for and arrest Charlie Atong Ang. Ano ngayon yung pinagkakaabalahan ng inyong grupo and ano-ano yung mga maaari nyo pang gawin to make sure that this case pushes through?
Well, the network is always organizing support for the families, no? The network is composed of multi-sectoral groups, advocacy groups na sumusuporta dun sa kampanya ng pamilya para hindi manahimik itong kasong to, magpatuloy yung pag-uusap, yung public discourse tungkol dito sa case na to kasi mahirap na mapabayaan at mawala doon sa ating memorya o mawala doon sa usapan sa araw-araw itong kasong ito dahil nga nakasalalay dito yung diwa nung bayan natin, yung katarungan, yung panawagan para sa katarungan at yung paglaban doon sa kultura ng impunity. So we're always been organizing for support. Nakikipag-usap kami sa iba pang mga volunteer groups, nakikipag-usap kami sa mga legal groups para matulungan yung pamilya. Although yung cases that's been filed sa Laguna and sa Batangas have been initiated by the Department of Justice, we're doing our part to support the family sa aming private capacities.